inside your room all day. You say it's for my safety, but I'm just one of your prey. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you. She has the time to decide how she's gonna kill you. You can keep running, keep your eyes wide open, but you'll never see it coming, no use. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you. Hidden kisses always felt so sweet that they left me blind. Making promises we just can't keep, and it felt so right. Screws tried to lure me right into an affidavit. Remind me as I'm falling in, I'm out of time. I'm caught up in your tongue, they say. You claim that you love me, but it's just another play. I'm stuck inside your room all day. You say it's for my safety, but I'm just one of your prey. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you. She has the time to decide how she's gonna kill you. You can keep running, keep your eyes wide open, but you'll never see it coming, no use. She's got a gun and a bag and she's waiting for you.
Slow down midfield. Raptor gonna take control, leaving it for MJ. MJ with a double tap opportunity. And he gets it! MJ!
Gonna try to find another touch here. Gets it around for Chance. Ren gets another touch around Remzik. Maybe one man back. Oh, good slam from Samuel. An insane redirect.
And go time, popping it up. Is anyone there? Suffer challenges. Suffer with a miss. Just Eli back. Dicky, getting it over top. And Low Ballers take the TV Grand Final.
Give it up for Low Ballers.
Cosmic slowly going towards the backboard as it pops over everyone, and Bone's able to get a shot off here. No, he's not getting the touch. And Cosmic with the boost that he needs, popping it over, and it's straight center.
Let's give it up for your Division D champions, Ball Chasers.
Try to get that one. Raptor, he's gonna try to get a 50, not able to. Jai, he's gonna beat Iceberg. He's gonna turn on this one. And Unlimited Aura is going to Brazil.
Give it up for your Div C champions, Rising Stock.
Almost. So next goal might be right here. Red Wizard followed by Squilliam. And 12 seconds left on the clock. Your Division B champions, Honey Nut.
No one's actually challenging. He was able to get that boost for free. We needed someone from Super Service to go early, as this one does drop down. Ceiling shot is gonna be there, and Remzik doing what he does best.
And ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Division A champion, Acrobatic Aura.
What is good, everyone? Welcome back. It has been a hot minute, especially since I've been here. I don't know if you're yelling, but I see you, I think yelling, but your mic might have cut out.
I wasn't yelling. No, we're good.
And I think if I'm remembering properly, I think the last stream I did was at LAN with you, or it might have been K-Tool. If it was you, that would make this like perfect. Anyways, welcome my co-caster, Bean Chalupa, the greatest. If you didn't know.
Oh, baby, dude, I figured out all the hand gestures for the iPhone. It's gonna be so good when the camera's on me.
Yeah, it's even great. It's even better because that entire woo was just like you peeked out, so we didn't even catch much of it. But it's fine. Maybe they heard and I didn't. Oh well. So if there's any scuffness to the stream, I apologize. I'm trying my best, but I had to wipe my computer at one point over the course of last time I streamed. So this is an all new setup for me, and there might be a couple random things that like aren't like set up. If that's the case, bear with me. I might have to struggle. Heck, my volumes might be messed up too. Just give me a sec to get everything situated. But I'm excited to be back. We've got a pretty solid stream. I know Div D doesn't get as much love because apparently from Whirl, they don't get their game scheduled very quickly is what I've heard. Shout out Div D, get your game scheduled quick early in the week and we can get them on
We're
stream.
gonna do better.
Oh yeah. Anyways, It's awesome to be back. Let's hop into some stats. I am super. This is what I'm making my predictions off. I'm super new to this season of DCRL. These names, I don't even know what A.B.O.S stands for. I don't know if I want to know what it stands for. I feel like it's something sneaky. Someone tried to get past Whirl or something. But
I'm pretty sure it ties in with their logo. It should at least.
I have no idea. But as I said, all of a bag of salt, I guess. That's what Penn said. A bag of salt. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, well, fair enough. But yeah, so pretty much I'm going to be going off of stats here for when I make my prediction because that's all I've got. If you want to run down, you know more about this season than I, so if you want to run down these division stats for me real quick.
All right, so going off right away in this division, obviously we got Lethal Shooters, 5-2 record, which is tied with the Bag of Salt. Also, they're Lethal Shooters obviously got a little bit ahead in winning percentage, and that's gonna be one of the tiebreakers for who gets to be the first seed or all the way up to fourth seed. I see here. So, I mean, that's always exciting to see, like, that neck and neck race of who's going to get the higher seed. But right here, Bag of Salt, having a really good season here, going 5-2. And they have the most saves in the entire division, and by a decent margin. I would say that 0.3 saves is still a pretty big margin between teams. So they're doing really well defensively. And on the offense, I mean, everyone is going for about 2 goals. They're probably on a bit of the, I guess, middle ground here. So, I mean, if they're in the middle ground in offense and one of the top defensive teams, obviously they're going to be pretty high up here. And then what was the other team that we were facing again? I completely blanked out.
Granny Shifters, if I or we're about to cast the wrong match. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Granny
yeah,
Shifters,
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
Hopefully it is. Otherwise, I set up all this wrong. But yeah, I don't know. Stats wise, I kind of love Div D right now because 5-2 4-way race. That is huge, especially because actually I don't know if we're doing the same seeding style for last season where you pick. Like I don't know if that's the case. Maybe you know more than I do.
Not
but
sure.
Regardless,
I think it is.
Regardless, still 4-way tie for first is actually insane. I don't know how many times that's happened in the history. I mean, obviously, right off the rip of a season with 8 teams, you're gonna have that. But like for it to be 7 weeks in, near the end of the season, and have a 4-way tie in first, like there's gonna be 2 people who are exactly tied, like the 57.69 and 57.14%. I think that's literally 1 game off. So it's very possible we get a perfect tie among these guys. So who knows?
Like what happened, what was it? It was last semester, wasn't it? Hanya versus who's the other team? Pen, what was your team? You got it in the chat.
Air Raid. I got you.
Air Raid, yeah.
Or rather,
It was Air
sorry,
Raid.
Synergy, Air Raid. The 2 of them.
Oh yeah, Synergy 2.0.
Oh, that's memories right there. Anyways, let's keep it rolling. We're running. We're burning too much time on division stats, and we're yapping too much. A.B.O.S, A Bag of Salt, is led by Lil Thecky, who picked up Crazy Ike and Truffles. Those Truffles is a new name to me. He might be a first seasoner, or I just am blanking on whatever my memory is of him. But Lil Thicky and Crazy Ike, I definitely remember those 2 players. I remember they absolutely did phenomenally. I'm pretty sure Crazy Ike was Div E last semester. I don't remember if Lil Thicky was Lil Thicky E also.
Yeah, he was. So both of them faced off actually in the finals of Division
right,
E.
yeah.
Crazy Ike was in that. Yeah.
The only stage storm, right? If I remember right.
Yeah. What's the stage? So that was peak LAN right there. It was the Division E finals. That was a crazy game to watch.
And you threw 2 of them on the same team. Like the energy is going to be insane with these guys. No wonder they're 5-2. That speaks for themselves. They don't have any red, but they've got the hype to them. And Truffles, stat-wise, looking like he's holding with the entire pack. He's right there with them with goals a game, assists a game. That's huge for a third man because often with the lower divs, if there's a decent gap between your captain and your third man. These guys, they're pretty close to each other. They seem to be working as a team quite well. But that's enough about a bag of salt. If you want to talk about granny shifters.
Yeah, I got this. So Granny Shifters going 3-4, a little bit of a losing record, but I mean it's nearing the end of the season, but they could still win these. I think it's next 2 games, and they would be at a 5-4 record, which is still solid. If they do win this one. But on the team we got Dr. Pepper. I love playing against this guy. PKD Yeet and TTV It's Enigma. I'm not familiar with these 2 names. I'm guessing they are new. Or they played last semester and I wasn't really aware of it. But looking at these stats, I mean, Enigma being the 3rd man and still being like close to PKD Yeet, you gotta love to see that on your team. Showing that the 3rd man is not afraid to step up and doing some offense. And these assists, they're looking pretty even. The saves right now, 1.3 saves a game with their captain. That is an insane number to have, and not league leading. I'm not really sure who would be league leading with Dr. Pepper having 1.3, so they must have an insane stat line. And all across the board, I mean, it's looking like a pretty even team. If they're able to just pick it up just a tiny bit, like one person is able to step up, I feel this team could be a dangerous team to face in the playoffs.
I mean, you say that, but they're also already a pretty dangerous team. 3-4 record. That's pretty solid. I mean, coming from someone who's 1-7, I think 3-4 is pretty good. I think we take those. Anyways, it seems like our both teams are ready, and I think we've yapped quite enough about them. Hopefully everything's smooth. We'll see if this transition is just fine. Maybe they're not joining everyone. Pause.
No, oh, they're in.
Nice. All right, sweet. Yeah, this is going so far decently smooth. Knock on wood. No.
Yeah.
I just had to not line
What?
up. The names aren't right.
What happened? Oh.
I got you. You just yap. Just yap for me.
We're good. Okay, so I'll yap a little bit. We didn't talk about predictions right right before also, but I'll start saying my prediction right now. I honestly don't really know who would be like the higher one, but I love Lil Thicky. I love talking to him, and he's always awesome to talk to. So, I mean, I kind of have to go for his team, A Bag of Salt. And I think this could go all the way to a game 5. I think Granny Shifters are still a really good team, and they're able to keep up even with these top teams. Obviously, they're 6th seed in here, but I mean, it's still anybody's game in any division.
So you're going
not too long
A.B.O.S,
ago.
right? That's what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Granny Shifters. I got Beppa on top.
I mean, I love me some Pepper too. Don't get me wrong. I remember I faced against him 2 semesters ago, I think, back in Div D, and I'm pretty sure they won. I'm not. Oh no. They got beat by the Goons. I forgot which. I'm pretty sure that's what the team was called. But love facing against them as the. I'm pretty sure. All I remember was the cookie incident. They got given cookies and they won the series.
Oh no, yeah, I remember now. Right, that completely jogged my memory. Just saying the word cookies, and I'm like, yep, we know Blasky. Blasky brought some amazing cookies. Shout out to that man right there.
And then he gave them to Goons, and they were able to win it.
Yep, I think they're
just from the cookies alone.
There's some Adderall or something. I don't know.
There was something. There were some performance-enhancing drugs there. Yep. Honestly,
had to be.
There had to have been.
Anyways, this match is already starting to heat up. I know most matches, as you start off, it seems to be a feeler, but we're starting to see some shots coming out from both sides of the squad. PKD with a shot.
Oh, no.
Might have been a little wide, but it doesn't matter. It does find its way in off of a little bit of a mistouch from, I think that was Lil Thicky. Yeah, unfortunate. Happens.
Oh, no. Unfortunate. But the play with Dr. Pepper having to demo the guy back in the net, Little Thicky having that awkward moment there, and he was just not able to, be right in the right spot that he needed to be, and it was just so unfortunate there. But but now they're up 1-0. Granny Shifters here ahead in game 1. Still anybody's game as it goes over towards the right corner, and Dr. Pepper able to clear it out, almost putting a shot onto the net from the other side. But Dr. Pepper still on top of this ball, grabbing the boost as it goes straight over to PKD Yeet. But Crazy Ike is there to counter it. Might be able to get a little aerial play, getting the pinch over towards the middle as Lil Thicky not having enough boost for that. Dr. Pepper clearing it out. Truffles back towards the middle as Crazy Ike might be able to catch it, but no, it's just floating over past him. PKD Yeet. Oh, that's a tongue twister a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm
gonna be messing
sure
that up a few times.
if I should just skip and just say yeet. That just might seem a
Honestly,
little
I think
weird.
I might just say yeet.
Yeah, honestly, it might be more fun. A ripper of a shot going for the
was saying-
double tap. Not quite connecting.
Oh, my
Enigma, though,
goodness.
with a shot. Little Thicky. Gonna go a little bit wide. Enigma not able to connect on net there. Truffles with a chance here. Gets it mid. Can't quite get it past Pepper, though. And now Crazy Ike gonna try to collect. Gives it over to Lil Thicky. PKD over to the side to try to clear this ball. Crazy Ike gonna deny the chance to get that up the pitch. Dr. Pepper trying to just keep this out of harm's way. Enigma has to make a diving save. Does so beautifully, and Truffles can't find the shot.
Going back over to the corner. Nice little pinch from Lil Thicky. Might be able to get it to his team, but Crazy Ike is a little awkward there as it goes straight back over to Lil Thicky, popping it around PKD. Lil Thicky might be able to get a nice dribble play going, but it goes straight back over towards Dr. Pepper as he almost gets another shot on goal. Trying to get that long shot here. He's playing the defensive man, but he's still deadly on the offensive side from his half, which is insane. But Truffles might be able to get another play going, but Dr. Pepper, the defensive man himself, trying to read this, but Lil Thicky is there to cut him off as it's just floating over towards the mid side. A couple of demos from both teams happening, and it's just floating over towards the right side. 30 seconds left. Granny Shifters are still up in this game, but Bag of Salt might be able to get this towards the end.
Could just be a 1-goal game, though. I know if I'm on Granny Shifters, I'm not going to do anything risky here. I'm just going to try to burn this time down. They're doing a great job. Just simply lobbing it back and forth, that's going to burn a lot of time, make them recollect constantly. And that's not a game you want to be playing if you're A.B.O.S, but that one going to be tapped away, and it's going to hit the ground. Granny Shifters taking the first game and going up 1-0 in the series.
A great game from Granny Shifters, keeping it out of their half and making sure that a Bag of Salt just felt the pressure there. Looking at these stats, Dr. Pepper having an assist and 2 saves, and Enigma having 3 saves. So, I mean, obviously looking at the stats from before, they were the highest in saves on their team. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense that they're the highest, but 2 and 3 saves is an insane stat line to have, almost having both with a savior. You gotta love it. And the other team a little bit unfortunate with the stats. A lot of donuts I see. Almost got a baker's dozen. You don't want to see that on your team.
Yep. Well, overall, great game. Dr. Pepper pulled up. Those demos definitely helping to make opportunities for them. But I think I could see a little bit more of those. I know they tend to come in handy. I think they're an underrated play, and some people kind of diss on them a little bit. But I think demos, great method to break up the defense, especially when they're so solid. And I know A.B.O.S had phenomenal defense that game. They kept it to a 1-goal game. That's a pretty low scoring amount for the Granny Shifters, knowing that they average around 2 a game, or 2 or 3, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Both sides were playing really well defense, but obviously it didn't really show in the stats a ton what they were doing defensively. It was mostly away from the net, and they were just trying to keep it away, which is still, I mean, it's still good for defense as I'm saying it. Crazy Ike with the crazy 50, going straight into the top bins and giving them the lead here.
You gotta feel like that's partially on us, I'm gonna be honest. Because we were just talking about how great the defense has been for both teams, and then that happens. I feel like that's got to be a little bit on us.
A little bit of caster curse, you think?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's a thing, guys. Look, if you're a caster, you know the pain of talking about how well something is going and then immediately watching it not go well.
Or the complete opposite when you're talking about like a bunch of trash on one aspect of the game, and then all of a sudden you see the craziest thing.
No.
That's like the complete opposite narrative.
That's fine. I'm actually happy when that happens. If I say this person has not been mechanical all game long, and then they pull up like a double reset or something, then like, of course, yeah, go for it. I'll get hyped for that.
Oh, so you're talking about the bad kind of caster curse. So you don't want the caster's like, I guess the caster reverse curse? Is that what it would be?
I don't know. Somebody create a
Because it's not a blessing.
That. We'll go caster's
or
blessing.
Is it?
We'll go caster's blessing. Actually,
we'll
but then you're dissing
blessing.
on them. I don't know.
That's what I mean. It's not like a blessing. That's why I say a reverse curse.
Somebody do the work here. We'll keep casting this
Someone
game.
do the math.
Chat, someone work on that for us.
Oh my goodness. Little Thicky almost getting the double tap there. That would have been a nasty goal to get there. Crazy Ike not having enough boost to do anything. Dr. Pepper floating it over. Truffles might be able to read this off of the backboard, but it's just float over to Piketty Yeet. Piketty Yeet yeeting the ball over towards the other half, but Little Thicky's there to cut it off. On the wall, might be able to get a solo play going, but Piketty Yeet still cutting it off and is trying to pass it over towards Enigma. Enigma might be able to get a shot over, and it's floating towards the mid, but they're able to clear it out just barely, and they're catching it right towards the midfield, and Truffles might be able to pass it over, but getting cut off by the Granny Shippers defense.
Now Enigma gonna lob this one on target. Is that enough though? Can he get back to it? He can't.
Oh, no.
It's just a little bit too far out of reach. If he had like maybe an extra 10 boost, he could have gotten completely around that and then hit it out of the way, or maybe a speed flip. You know, that's something everyone can do, right? Yeah. Almost there.
Yeah.
Beans over there, like, yeah, I definitely.
Dude, I swear, every single time I cast, it's just burp city, bro. And I just like don't know when it's gonna happen, and then it happens at the worst times.
You ate a chalupa.
That's Steve about it.
You had some Dr. Pepper before. That's why you're all burpy.
I did actually.
I
did have some Dr. Pepper. Shout out Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, sponsor.
Shout out. We would love a sponsor. So would Beps and Izord.
Heck, we don't even need to get paid. If they just sent us free Dr. Pepper for our lands, I would throw our I'd decorate the logo on somewhere. I don't know. We could put it somewhere if they gave us free Dr. Pepper.
We put it on the ball instead of DCRL. It's just Dr. Pepper.
Although that might be a fortune with Izord. That might be a fortune's worth of Dr. Pepper.
That is true.
Anyways, back in this game, Truffle's gonna lob this one up the pitch. Dr. Pepper there to clear, gonna control for a little bit, gets 50 by Thicky. Enigma now on the ball, it gets shut down by Truffles, tries to collect, but there's Dr. Pepper to get another great 50, pass out. Crazy Egg gonna go collect this, but not before he's challenged by PKD. Gonna have to try to control this one, can't quite get it. Enigma lobbing it towards net to PKD Yeet, who got a shot, but it got denied. Truffles now gonna try to work this one up the field. Gets a pop. Can he get the shot? Not quite. Followed by Pepper. Pepper does not miss those. 1 minute on the clock, going up 2-1.
Enigma putting it straight onto the backboard and making the defense awkward. Is Dr. Pepper there to clean it up and put it into the right corner where nobody can reach it. Now they're up 2-1 here, and they're wanting to get this game too and make it match point on this next match. Oh man, you love it seeing the underdogs fighting and trying to beat this close to top tier of the division team.
I mean, in wins, just if you look at the record, they are tied for first. So, I mean, obviously there's game differential to go into that too, but this is a top tier team for Div D, and they are about to be put on match point by Granny Shifters, who have been playing absolutely phenomenally. Their shooting has been great. Their passing has been amazing. Clears as Dr. Pepper's going to go for a clear right here. That kind of stuff right there, that follow-up touch right, I don't know if it was intentional, but it was certainly cool. That kind of stuff is what makes the difference in these games. And PKD Yeet going to capitalize off of some great touches from Dr. Pepper, and then a little bit of a mistouch from Crazy Egg.
That's been the story of this game. The defense and being super uncomfortable there on their half. And Granny Shifters is just taking advantage of that, and they're able to just, take advantage of all the mistakes that they've been doing. And they're up 3-1 here, as they might be trying to get a fourth here, but it's floating over, and Lil Thicky able to clear it out. PKD Yeet, last man. A little unfortunate of a 50 for A.B.O.S. A back assault. 5 seconds left. They're trying to get a finishing goal here just so then they can get something for next game, but it doesn't happen as Granny Shifters winning game 2 and on to match point here in game 3.
Granny Shifters is giving A.B.O.S a run for their money. They've been playing phenomenally, especially Dr. Pepper again, putting up amazing stat lines, and those demos again, clearing out the enemies and getting those goals. He has been doing phenomenal. 1 goal apiece for the entire squad of Granny Shifters. They are all clicking together.
A team hat trick, as I like to say. See that all of the teammates able to get a goal there. You'll love to see it. The rest of these stats looking pretty good, as Dr. Pepper having 2 saves for his team. Even though he was on the offense a lot, he was able to be back on defense, keeping his team, having the anchor basically for his team, and showing that if anything happens, boys, I got you. All right, you don't need to worry. I got you, boys. And that's what you love to see from a captain, taking that just that leader role and showing that the other teammates that even if something happens, that he's still there for them.
Yep, now Crazy Eye gonna get a booming clear out. Dr. Pepper trying to catch this ball, work with it. Lil Thicky almost capitalized off a mistouch. Doesn't quite get there. This one's popped high. Crazy Eye get the touch. Yes, he can. Now Enigma trying to work this one out. Gets shut down by Lil Thicky. That one's off the crossbar. Can it find its way back? This one's kind of dangerous. A hard ball to read. Lil Thicky with a shot. It's going to go just a little bit too high for that one to connect. So far, seen a little bit of a game of back and forth. Not really any lethal opportunities just yet. I was really worried that was the last defender, and I just said that. That would have been insane.
It was almost another caster curse, but luckily it wasn't, as it's just going, like you were saying, it's going back and forth between the defenses. Like, the goalies are just getting these easy clear outs, and they're just clearing it out to each other. So there's not much going on this game. And as we say that, almost a nice shot coming from a Lil Thicky, but it was saved by Enigma. Onto the right side, Truffle's not having any boost, no one having any boost. A little bit of a double commit, but Lil Thicky's able to be there, popping it around as PKD Yeet might be able to get a flick around, but 50 with Crazy Eye might be unfortunate. No, Lil Thicky with the whiff. So unfortunate. They were almost able to get the lead here, but Truffle's trying to come back with another offensive touch. Crazy Eye almost getting the touch, but PKD Yeet. Oh my goodness, I blanked out, but Lil Thicky able to clean it up off of the backboard, and now they're up 1-0.
Yeah, what a great way to just capitalize on the pressure there. That one looked like it was a little bit of a miscommunication, but it still worked out nonetheless. They were able to just constantly keep the ball in the right space, and eventually it found its way in. Part of getting the goal itself is just keeping it in a dangerous spot and making their defense scramble like that. And when they are scrambling like that, your shots don't necessarily need to be phenomenal. If you can get them to start panicking, you can probably throw a pretty weak shot and suddenly it just goes in because of the fact that the defense is just panicky, expecting the best, diving at every ball, and they're just not ready for whatever you have whatsoever.
We have a little bit of a rule 1 here, as it's Enigma and Truffles just sitting in front of the A.B.O.S goal. Let's see if the 2v2 is able to withstand here. Let's see who is better. As Dr. Pepper trying to put it around, almost getting the goal off, as they almost used the rule 1 to their advantage, almost scoring off of that. But Crazy Ike able to clear it out, grabbing that boost, and PKD Yeet clearing it out and yeeting Crazy Ike out of this game. And they broke the rule 1, or they might have gotten hit out.
I don't
I'm
think
not
that
sure.
was an intentional break of the rule 1. I'm pretty sure they were just in the way, and just
Ooh.
ended up that way. And unfortunately, it's not going to work out for Granny Shifters. A.B.O.S goes up 2-0 on the series, finally getting some life in these guys. They've been a little silent so far. I know they've had I think a goal or 2 in the last game, or the past 2, but finally seeing them to get a 2-goal lead is huge for them. helps boost the morale too, so that they can go into the following games even stronger.
Oh, I was yawning there for a bit, but yeah, no, for sure. You gotta love to see that I guess they tripled their goal amount. I'm pretty sure they only had 1 goal in game 2. Game 1, it was a 1 goal game. Then the second one, it was 3-1. But tripling your goals, you gotta love to see it. The morale up, and the score is down for Granny Shifters as A.B.O.S trying to clear it out, but it's Enigma almost getting to the top right shot, and it's floating back towards the middle. Truffle's able to clear it out. That was almost so good for Granny Shifters, but they were able to get bailed out by Truffles. Crazy Egg almost getting the 50 off, but Lil Thicky is there to clear it up with no boost. It's 50 over towards their half as Truffles getting a little bit of a mispinch, and Piggity Yeet popping it around 2 people. Is anybody there to finish it? No, Truffles is there to stop it. It's Enigma trying to get another shot off, and Crazy Ike flicking it over the team. Piggity Yeet off the corner as Crazy Ike getting the 50 off, and it's floating up. 1 minute left. The Granny Shifters need a goal or 2 here in order to try to win it, but I don't know if that's happening here.
Piggity gonna try to get this going center. Yeah, I think you mentioned it's running out on time. They've got 40 seconds to try to equalize this, but to make it worse, they're on their own half. They need to get this thing pushed out and scoring it on their net. That is a great clear down the pitch, and that'll get it started, but now we need someone to strike that ball in the net. They need to get it into a dangerous position. That's a pretty dangerous position, but unfortunately that one's gonna bounce into an awkward place for Piggity to try to hit. It's gonna land in no man's land. Who's gonna collect? Crazy Ike able to push this one into the corner. A chance for maybe Enigma to try to get that one cleared out. Piggity gonna miss, but luckily Dr. Bepper able to clear that out, but unfortunately it is a little bit too late for Granny Shifters to get back into this one. A.B.O.S gonna find life in this series.
Oh wow, Still thinking, trying to keep it up. Crazy might be able to keep it. Piggity over towards the middle. Are they able to get a goal? Piggity keeping the morale high and getting a goal in following this game. And that might bring up the momentum here for game 4 for Granny Shifters.
Yeah, the other thing is when you're held like completely shut out, like the Granny Shifters were almost held shut out. Being able to get just a little bit of momentum is huge. I often tell my teammates to also try not to drop the ball at that 0 seconds when there's games like that, just to get a little bit of momentum back. I think that amount of momentum is huge, and so for A.B.O.S, dropping the ball is a little better because then they maintain that momentum. I can't talk. Granny Shifters, though, were able to get a little bit back. Let's see if that carries on into the next game, though.
Yeah. The entire team of a bag of salt was playing really well defensively. It doesn't show in the stats for Truffles, but he was playing really well, especially towards the end, keeping that ball away from the goal. Obviously it doesn't show in saves, but I saw the entire time he was clearing that ball out and making sure that that ball was not going to be in the back of their net. So good on a bag of salt for keeping that, basically that brick wall, and for them not being down 3-0 in the series, which obviously would have been really bad because that would have been the end.
Also,
so
I don't know if you noticed, but Lil Thicky in game 2 had like 90 points. He did not breach triple digits. And then he comes back in game number 3 with 500 points. That is a huge switch up from game number 1 and game number 2. And it goes to show how important it is to have all 3 of your players activated in a game. Because 2v3s, I don't know how often you come across them, but whenever my teammate loses connection, tends to be a little bit harder.
You say Lil Thicky lost connection? That's crazy, bro. He was there the whole time.
No, okay, pause. I meant more active. I would definitely 100% rather have a player who is not so active on the pitch, but at least he's on the pitch, than have a disconnected player. So you're right. I'm glad Lil Thicky heard us and he said, nah. What did you say?
For real. I think he got bumped by Crazy Ike to get the shot off. Bang! What a shot coming from a little bit of a pull shot for Crazy Ike, but I mean, obviously Lil Thicky got the credit, but I think Crazy Egg deserves it there.
But yeah, anyways, it's wonderful to see Lil Thicky absolutely popping off. Is what I'm getting at. That's the end of the tangent. There we go.
I was just trying to stir the pot a little bit.
Oh yeah. As I think so far, Granny Shifters have scored first every game they've won, and A.B.O.S have scored first every game they won. So let's see if this match will flip the script, or if it'll continue to be first goal wins it.
Yeah, there's been some pretty low scoring games here. And I mean, it's always been one team that has only had a goal. Oh man, I'm burping again. That dang Dr. Pepper is getting to me again. As Lil Thicky trying to get the read, maybe. Getting the shot off, but it's off the backboard as Truffles might be able to clean it up, but PKD Yeet sending that out and making sure that there's no goal. PKD Yeet almost getting the shot off, but they're getting cut off as it's Enigma. Might be able to get another offense going, but Truffles able to clear it out. Dr. Pepper is there to also stop it as Crazy Ike might be able to get something, but there's no boost. There's a lot of no boost happening here in these games, and it's just a little bit unfortunate for these teams.
Yeah, is it just me, or does PKD kind of sound like a Pokemon name? That's someone else has to also be thinking that, right? Right, Bean?
No, I think you're the only one.
It sounds like a Pikachu
I think you're the only one, man.
No?
PKD Yeet.
I could totally picture a Pikachu saying
PKD
Yeet. Like, can you see it?
It's just another bootleg Pikachu. It's just another bootleg Pikachu.
Oh, it's fine.
It just
Pikachu's one of my
hurls lightning
favorites.
balls.
Pikachu's one of my favorites. Don't worry. Anyways, apparently everyone else disagrees. They don't hear it. Okay, regardless, we've got 2 minutes left in this game, game number 4, to hopefully for A.B.O.S to send it to game 5. But they're Granny Shifters. They probably don't want to see that. They don't want to see the chance of a reverse sweep here.
But going back to the Pokemon statement, I think Lil Thicky would probably be even closer than PKD Yeet. Like, Lil Thicky, it's just like a really big pig. That's what I could see. Just a really big pig. It's like a ground type.
Might have to agree. That didn't occur to me yet.
It was probably close. I don't know. That's what I think. But as we go into this, a minute and a half left in this game. It's Enigma not getting the shot that he wants. A little bit of a whiff. As Dr. Pepper might be able to get a self pass over towards him, but Truffles cutting him off. Crazy Ike getting the touch off of Truffles' touch as PKD Yeet clearing it out for his team. And it's bounced around by Lil Thicky, but Enigma cutting it off again. Might be able to get a play going off, but Crazy Ike cutting him off. Trying to win this game for the 1 minute remaining. Dr. Pepper with the demo going over for his team as he clears it out. Might be able to get a touch for him. It's Enigma. Almost got a shot off, but Lil Thick is able to clear it out. PKD over towards Enigma. Almost a shot on, but it's just off of the corner. Pepper off for the air. Oh, a little bit of a misplay there. Crazy Ike not getting the touch, and Dr. Pepper getting the shot that he wants here for game 4.
Tying up the game though, 37 seconds. Could we see a overtime here in game number 4? Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, I always love to see it overtime. Just the I feel like the pressure in overtime is so much worse. Everybody's so on edge, and it's either you play super passive or super aggressive, and then it just bites you in the butt. Okay. I feel like there's no in between in overtime. I
feel like I just play better in overtime. I don't know if that's just me, but I like all have games that they're just like they're kind of mellow. I feel like I'm stepping on people's toes and stuff. But then when you get to overtime and you're just completely locked, and that's my favorite part about overtime, is it's just like the absolute most focused you can get, and I'm sure that is what's going on with these guys. I literally just watched all 6 of them lean forward in their chairs, so I bet they're locked. Well, okay, 5 of them. You can't see Truffles.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna be talking about a bunch of overtime, and then Pepper was just gonna slot it into the goal, and there not being overtime at all. That's what I was hoping for a little bit, but I mean, We're still in overtime.
Be,
20 seconds have passed.
That would be peak caster curse there. I wouldn't have to.
That would be a K-Tool moment if I do say so myself.
That would be clipped and posted on YouTube saying the caster curse has been returned. Something
they
like
were just
that.
At K-Tool, honestly.
Yeah, with an ad,
oh, man.
of course.
I've been over. 40 seconds have passed in this overtime, and it's just been going back and forth. It's Lil Thicky getting a shot off for his team, but Dr. Pepper cutting him off as Crazy Ike getting another shot, almost putting it top bins, but a little bit off. Ruffles with the backwards touch, but Dr. Pepper's able to cut him off in the air. Might be able to get a little air dribble going for his team. But Truffles touching it very softly, but Crazy Ike able to clear it out for them. PKD Yeet trying to get it towards the middle for his team. Popping it around is Enigma there. Come on, get another shot. Oh, man, rapid. Oh, just off the crossbar, little pig. And Truffle's able to clear it out.
Dude, that was so close, and then you just hear the ping. That's one of my favorite updates to the game is that ping.
I must say,
because it's the most
ping sound effect.
I know some people don't like it. They're like, it's salt in the wounds. No, that's the most hilarious ping ever. You gotta respect it. And then they added the title Crossbar King too. No way!
Oh, nice shot!
I love how we were calm because we didn't think there was a shot there. And then Dr. Pepper says, nope, we're going to line this up exactly behind Lil Thicky and behind Truffles to find that very small window where they can't reach. That was beautiful placement. I heard he's getting coaching from iCosmic. I think it's been paying off because that man has dropped an average of 400 points this series.
I mean, he is looking on fire. And it goes to show that even though the records didn't show that they were the top team, they were just playing way better than a bag of sand, I feel. Well, I guess it was pretty even, but they were just slightly better, I should say.
Did a bag of sand?
A slight bit better.
Salt. I don't know.
Or
man.
salt. I don't know, man. It looks like a bag of sand on the logo. I'm so confused.
Someone needs to. I need to speak with Lil Thicky.
No, it's salt. I'm pretty sure. It is salt.
Salt.
But it looks like a bag of sand in the logo.
Well, from now on, it's a bag of sand in me and yours, Bucks. But looks like PKD is calling someone to tell them they win. So he seems hyped about this.
I think he called his mom.
I would. After that series, I would definitely. Get her on speaker for the post-match interview.
Mom, get the camera!
Although, while we're waiting for these guys to get into the waiting room, they played phenomenally, especially Dr. Pepper. I know all of these guys have been playing great. I think Enigma got a little bit of a Fortnite boost. I think Epic Games rigged it towards his favor after seeing that he had a Fortnite chair. Just kidding.
There's messaging people. It looks like they're in Comp 1, and they're on their way into the waiting room now.
Yes, they are. And, oh, never mind. I'm getting pop-ups. And here we go. Bringing them in. Congrats on the win, the Granny Shifters.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Thank you.
Just want to say I called the upset. I called it. I was rooting for you guys.
Good job, man.
Oh, thank you.
And now it's
nice to talk to you again.
yeah. Apparently,
been a minute.
Apparently you had him burping because he drank some Dr. Pepper before this match. So he was just thinking about you, I guess.
I always think about Beps.
Okay,
I always think about Beeper.
I guess my first question is do we know who Pika DE is on the phone with?
Yes.
I'm on the phone with you, Vaughn.
Oh, that's Discord. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm on PlayStation. I'm on PlayStation, so I gotta go to my phone.
Me and Bean were trying to piece it together. His guess was your mom. I don't know.
Yeah, I was calling my mom, dude. I won. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
We're gonna be Div D champions in the making.
Exactly.
This is foreshadowing for the grand finals against a bag of salt. I'm calling it now. These two teams.
Oh, word. Nice.
Anyways,
I like that call.
Congrats on the win. I guess my first more serious question has to go to Dr. Pepper. What is it that iCosmic has got you doing that has you playing like this? Because apparently he said in the chat that you're one of his disciples, I guess, or something. and he's got you popping off. What is he? What is he doing? What's the secret sauce?
I don't know. I ain't got a
He doesn't
clue.
want to leak. He doesn't want to leak the secrets. It's working too well. He's like, nah, I ain't saying that. That's my secret. He found out how to get 200 boost in game. We all know that's how he's doing it.
Damn. That's why you're getting so many saves, huh, Beps?
He paid for the premium on Epic.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Div D save champ right here.
I mean, I think you average.
Well, you're not league leading right now.
I mean,
you're not league leading right now.
Like threes.
It don't
So,
need
I
to
mean,
be.
it's gotta be
It don't
working.
need to be league leading. It don't need to be. No.
I mean, I
He got
guess.
clamps. He got clamps for real.
The clamps.
All right, this is my first time casting for this season. Which Enigma and Piketty, is this your guys' first season with Dcrl?
Yes, it's both our
Okay,
first season.
gotcha.
Yep.
How is it working? Like, is this your first experience with league play, or is this something you've done before?
It's certainly my first experience of league play. I've never played anything competitive esports ever, so this is definitely a first for me. And obviously we're 8 weeks in, and I mean I've gotten used to it. I've gotten in the groove. We're sitting here at 4-4, so we're definitely doing at least solid. So, we're definitely gonna make a stride for playoffs and such. So
Yeah, and on top of that, you guys
we should be looking to get better here in a little bit. So yeah, we're definitely eased in for sure.
Yeah, you guys just took down one of the top seeds, so
Mhm.
I think you guys are doing amazing. Enigma, it's your first season too, right? How's it feeling fitting into it?
It's my first season of DCRL. Back when I was living in Texas, though, we had something similar in high school. And let's just say I didn't have as great teammates as PK and Bepper. We had a pretty big upset in our semifinals. So having these guys and really being able to grow as a team has been amazing here.
Love to hear it. I bet the vibes are phenomenal with you guys. Bean, do you have any?
They are.
Bean, do you have any questions for these lovely gentlemen?
I mean, I'll throw it over to Bepper. I feel that you were playing really well these games. Obviously going like, I guess you averaged around 400 score. At least that's what V-Storm said, I'm pretty sure, right? It was around 400 each game.
It was like 300 or 500 every game, it seems like. I didn't remember the specifics. You'll have to check the ball chasing. Get it for perchance. Shameless plug to get your reviews, your replay reviews. Not replay reviews, your replays submitted to ball chasing. Anyways.
But anyways, during that last game, I thought you were playing exceptionally well. Going into that overtime, what was like your mindset going into it? Was there any change and be like, boys, we got this? Obviously all of you guys leaned in, so there must have been a change.
I got two things. First, I'm pretty pissed off that double tap didn't go in off the fucking ground.
That is facts.
Second, it was game 4. We lost game 3, so I was like, we gotta lock in, right? And we knew we had another game if we lost, but we all obviously wanted to finish it there. So I mean, it was just good feeling.
W answer. I mean, that's all the questions I got for you guys.
All right, well, we won't hold you guys any longer. I've already had you for a little bit, but appreciate you guys coming in for a post-match interview. Congrats on the win and going 4-4 on the season, taking down one of the top seeds. I think is it start of playoffs now, or do we have another match?
No, I think there's one more.
We got Rocket Rangers next.
Rocket Rangers, how are you feeling
And then
against
it
that
should
team?
be the last one.
We're gonna go 5-4. I'm just saying. We're
Like,
going.
Oh, the pre-jump on the record.
We're going 5-4.
If we believe we'll do 5-4, we'll do 5.
Light work. All right, well, congrats
sir.
again on the win, and best of luck with that match, and then best of luck going into playoffs. We will catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping.
Yes. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for streaming.
Of course.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Later.
Hey, boys.
And we are back to the caster's desk. Thank you guys for joining us. It's been a pleasure. It's been a hot minute since I've been back, and you guys have been great in audience for the night. We unfortunately do not have another matchup. That is just a one and done for tonight. But Thank you so much, Bean, for being here. That way, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta learn how to do
baby.
that. That's sick. I gotta learn how to do that.
This is all iPhone. This is all the iPhone. That's what I'm using for my camera, at least.
That is sick. Anyways, couple shout outs. I think streaming and casting, we're looking for some more help. I know Whirl sent out an announcement either today or yesterday, I can't remember, asking for more streamers, more casters. If you have any interest, it's not the hardest thing in the world. I mean, like, obviously you can grow and you can get better and you can become like RLCS talent. I know Whirl got an offer to do that at one point. Shameless plug for how awesome he is of a caster. But like, we can take you from whatever level you're at to a point where you can confidently cast and or stream, whichever one you're interested in. So if you have any interest, hit up Whirl. Should be pretty easy to find him. He has a gold tag on his in Discord, so hit him up. He can get you set up to do that. I think social media might need some help. I don't know. We'll see what they need. But regardless, thank you guys for stopping in. Use code DCRL. I think that's all the plugs we got. I think so. Anything else you want to say, Mr. Bean?
Love you, boys. Love everyone that has been in DCRL. Let's see if I can do another heart. There you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to VStorm, obviously streaming this game. Love him, man. Appreciate the stream, and I appreciate casting with you.
Of course, always a pleasure to cast with you. We'll catch all of you guys on the flip side. See you guys later.
The moon and the stars took a shot in the dark, pierced my heart with your arrow. Never fallen so hard. Your beauty is art. Promise me